broadcasting live from the east side of sunny Madison, Wisconsin. It's the last show on Earth with Nate Chappell. Tonight, we think our way out of a box because it's episode Imagine. And now, the man whose life is a daydream, that should say daymare, the last host on Earth, Nate Chappell. Hello, and welcome to the misfired synapses of internet television, the last show on Earth. We've got a really special episode for you tonight. We've decided to use our imaginations for this one instead of just reciting old Everyone Loves Raymond scripts. Deborah will not be making an appearance tonight. But in all seriousness, please, everyone, calm down. Stop laughing. I am serious. We've done like 175 episodes of this show, which I'm hesitant to bring up, lest you think we'll eventually hit our stride. But it's all an exercise in futility. Or, imagination. What did I say? Right. Exercise in imagination. I mean, like this set. No, it's not even really here. Virginia's been dead for years. What's that? No? Still alive, huh? Huh. So right there on the heating pad, probably. But I've always been very imaginative. In fact, my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Modelit, I think her name was, she described me as very dumb. And I've always imagined that she said very smart instead. But that's something I definitely want to teach my daughter Wes, the importance of imagination. Because with me as her dad, her reality is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to be so embarrassing, totally accidentally. Like, when I sing now, she really likes it. She always has. She smiles and laughs whenever I sing. But lately, I've already felt like she's taken a turn into laughing at me. So she's like a month away from being super embarrassed by me. And I don't blame her. Something I do have to watch out for as she grows up is not trying to direct her imagination, you know? Like, try to punch up her daydreams. A unicorn, honey? That's just a horse with a horn. What about, I don't know, just shitballing here. I don't know, something original. Like a horse with a horn, but like the honk-honk kind instead. Go to your room until you have better ideas. Imagine you had your own room. I wonder if she'll have any imaginary friends. I was thinking it'd be fun to convince her that I'm her imaginary friend. Viv would have to pretend I wasn't there, so we're already way ahead of the game on that one. Right, Viv?
What's that?
Exactly, nothing. I asked my friend Esteban, who was on the show last week, actually, if he had imaginary friends when he was a kid, and he said, I pretended to, which I just thought was really funny. To imagine you had an imaginary friend, that's some, like, meta-imagining, next-level imagining. I respect that, though, you know, like, he wasn't delusional or anything, just wanted to fit in with the people he made up. I actually did have real imaginary friends, though. I wasn't a phony. I was full-on hallucinated. So cute when I hallucinated at that age. But my imaginary friends' names were Hanno and Boney. Well, actually, their real names were Piano and Bologna, but I couldn't say those at the time, so there you go, Hanno and Boney it is. Which, incidentally, I've always thought maybe they resented me for. At least Boney, that dude was crazy. Actually, that's why I stopped imagining. I had to let him go. Hanno got a different gig when I was about 6, so we'll get into all of that. I'm actually going to be talking to both of them for the guest segment tonight, so we'll get into it. And now it's time for you to get into it as far as the advice segment from our own Wes Clementine, Ask a Baby. Hey baby, my sister claims she's a psychic, but I think she's a psycho. How do I prove she's faking? Myth busting in Madrid. Well baby, what do you think?
I'm security guard Carl Lewis with today's morning affirmation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And rabies, and volcanoes, tripping hazards, earthquakes, murderers, robots, nuclear war, arm cuts, death, bears, bigger bears. Welcome to my week in review. I'm Nate Chappell, and this is my week. On Sunday, while out on a walk with Wes, I saw this unnecessarily graphic sign in a city park. Stop making me imagine dog shit. I don't even have a dog. On Monday, Wes hit an important developmental milestone when she finally puked in my mouth. And now I know why baby birds seem so mad. On Tuesday, I received a letter in the actual mail from an important businessman in South Africa who needs help securing a large amount of funds and is awaiting my urgent response. I know he's legit because he lists both a Yahoo and a Hotmail address. Honestly, it was just nice to get some mail. That's my week in review. I'm Nate Chappell saying my week was better than your week. Pops would spend a lot of nights just tinkering alone, cooking up experiments for purposes unknown. I found out he'd been secretly inventing how to clone, when upon success he yelled, "I've done it!" to the rotary telephone. So following that mug's success, Pops took a crack at me. Well, that was 30 years ago. We're close as close can be. Perhaps so close, I'd say, and surely he'd agree, that I thank Pops most every day for not making number 3.
Let's vote. Lou, you're up.
Abby, I'll promise you right here, right now, that I will stay loyal.
Hey kids, I hope you're out your imaginations because it's time to clock in at the factory. The Imagination Factory. Let's get to work.
Alright, cut. So, I know it's your first day and everything, so you're probably nervous. So, let's just take it from the top. This time with a little more feeling.
Oh, okay, so like louder?
Well, not necessarily louder, just... Let's try louder.
Okay, louder, got it.
Alright, everybody, from the top.
Hey kids, I hope you brought your imaginations because it's time to clock in at the factory. The Imagination Factory.
Okay, that's too loud.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to be louder.
Yeah, I guess that's on me. Let's try it less loudly, but more good actingly.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Alright, everybody.
Hang on, actually, who should I act like?
Well, remember, you're Mr. Ideaman, the foreman here at this factory.
Oh, is Mr. Ideaman also a good actor?
What? No. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if he's a bad actor, then why would I want to act like he does?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Who's your favorite actor?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to say Jaleel White.
I don't think I know who that is.
He's TV's Steve Urkel from Family Matters.
Yeah, I never really watched that.
Did I do that?
Did you do what?
No, that was his catchphrase.
Okay, great. So, act like your favorite actor, Jaleel White, acting like he's the foreman, Mr. Ideaman.
Okay, got it. That makes a lot more sense.
Great. So, to review, less volume, more acting, like an actor.
Okay, like Jaleel.
Right. Okay, everybody, back to 1.
Man, I never thought working in a factory would be so grueling. Hey kids, I hope you brought your imaginations because it's time to clock in at the factory. The Imagination Factory. Did I do that? Let's get to work.
Okay, cut. That was better.
Yes.
But I think you added a line.
Oh, did I do that?
Yeah, the 1 second to the last.
No, did I do that? I don't know if you know this, but it's kind of Steve Urkel's catchphrase.
Okay, but we sort of need to stick to the script.
Oh, okay. I get it. Sorry, that's probably my fault. I've taken some improv classes, so...
That's not really improv if you... Okay, you know what? Let's just take some of that energy and step back on the Urkel thing.
Oh, okay. Good note. So less Steve Urkel, more Stefan Urkel?
Who? I'm not really sure. Why don't you just try bringing something new to it?
That's probably a good call, actually, because this script is pretty weak.
No, the script is fine. Okay, listen. To be an actor, you need to make yourself vulnerable. You have to reveal something of yourself in your performance. So, with that in mind, let's just strip things down a bit, get rid of anything that might get in between you and the audience. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. Sorry, I guess I've got a lot to learn.
All in time. You're doing fine.
Strip things down, got it.
All right, everyone. One more time from the top.
Hey, kids! I hope you brought your imaginations, because it's time to clock in at the factory. The Imagination Factory. Let's get to work!
Cut! That was amazing. I mean, you completely nailed it. That's exactly what I was going for.
Okay, good. It wasn't too much with the laugh there at the end.
No, it was exactly how I imagined it. All right, everybody, that's lunch. Back in an hour.
So, this is how Jaleel White must have felt. Like, did I do that? Yes, I did.
Wigs, we got 'em. Wigs, you want 'em. Wigs, we've got all the wigs. Wigs, we got 'em. Wigs, you want 'em. Wigs, we've got all the wigs.
Welcome back to episode Imagine of The Last Show on Earth. Our guests tonight come to us all the way from the recesses of my 4-year-old imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, my childhood imaginary friends, Hanno and Boney. Hey Nate, where's Boney? He's running late. Classic Boney. So Hanno, I've been calling you Hanno, which is what I called you back then because I couldn't pronounce piano. Do you go by piano or... Well, I mean, it says piano on my driver's license, but you can call me Hanno. I mean, who doesn't like a good nickname? Well, my nickname was Pot Roast, so... Oh, well, yeah, that one's not great. So, piano. Please, piano is a musical instrument. Right. So, I haven't imagined you in like 35 years. What have you been up to? Oh, just the normal stuff. You know, work, Sudoku, jumping from star to star on a unicorn, honking the horn. Honk honk. Yeah, that's more like it. Honk honk. That's right, Nate. The unicorn goes honk honk. Feels like old times. It really does. Hey, you look great, by the way. Thanks, pot roast. You too. I'm sorry, I thought you liked nicknames. Well, that was you. Well, I'm in your imagination, so technically... Alright, so when I was 6, you ended up taking a different gig. Can you tell me about that? Sure. After Boney was let go, I kind of missed being part of a team, so I joined up with some ghosts to do a little haunting. Oh, are ghosts and imaginary friends kind of the same thing? Oh no, ghosts are dead people in sheets, but I can really get inside somebody's head and freak them out, you know? And I can do it with all that unfinished business baggage. Oh, that's cool. So, are you still doing that? No, we got ghost busted with the rest of the country in '85. They couldn't suck me into their ghost traps because I'm not a ghost, but they did suck me into 2 sequels. Oh, what was Ernie Hudson like? Oh, Ernie's cool. With me, because I'm not a ghost. And turns out, this is actually kind of funny, turns out Ernie was afraid of no ghosts. I mean, was afraid of ghosts. Oh, that is kind of funny, actually. Although, he never claimed to be afraid of no ghosts. That was Roy Parker Jr. Ray. Yeah, Egon? No, it's Ray Parker Jr. Oh, I thought we were going to do a scene from Ghostbusters. Yeah, I know. So, did you ever run into Boney again? Oh, we hung out a few times, but you know how he is. Yeah, he's kind of aloof. Yeah, that's one way to put it, I guess. A little socially awkward, I'd say, you know, with all the noises. Yeah, the noises are off-putting. Plus, he's weird with eye contact. I'm not sure he even has eyes. Right, because he's a giant ball of matted hair.
Hair. Who's the matted ball of hair?
Oh, here he is. Boney, ladies and gentlemen.
Boney baloney.
Yes, that's right, Boney. Thanks for joining us. Did you get stuck in traffic?
Stuck in gum.
All right. So you remember Hanno, don't you? Hey, Boney. Good to see you. You look great.
Hanno. You look bad.
You know, I just never realized exactly how weird and unsettling it is to have the 2 sides of your personality manifested accurately right in front of you. Thanks for coming on the show, you two. Well, thanks a lot for imagining this.
Boney puke.
Boney, if you puke on my carpet like you did Mom and Dad's, I'm gonna take you to court.
What court?
Nate court.
What you're about to witness is a TV judge show. The cases are real, the gavel is a croquet mallet, and the judgments are final. Judge Nate is not an actor. They said he didn't have the right look. You be the judge, but not here, because this is Nate Court.
Okay, I'll allow it, but this better not be going anywhere, counselor. Oh, what's that? I already used that one? Let's mark this a rerun. You were guilty, right? Forgery for fun is, of course, the game of forgery. For fun! We're going to look at a famous painting, and then Johnny and I are going to take turns trying to replicate that painting from memory on our whiteboard in our picture frames. Mine is a modern picture frame. We have 30 seconds to do it. I'm going to go first, then Johnny's going to follow up. Johnny is listening to Thunderstruck by AC/DC in huge headphones, and so he can't hear anything. And that's important for this because you can really hear art. He won't be able to see it because he's closing his eyes, but Johnny, could I look at the screen, please? Johnny, scream. Alright, that's what we're doing here. Okay, let me take a good look at it here. There's Macaulay Culkin. My bridge. Swirlies. Okay, I'm ready. Got some swirlies up here. Another swirly here. I did mine in black and white. Classic, elegant, simple, rustic. Okay, Johnny! Yep, you're up.
Oh, alright.
long look at yourself. At
Wait,
that.
cool.
Seconds left.
30 seconds goes by fast in art.
Really good stuff here. Not quite sure. It's really stuff here.
Alright.
I think
Trying
that's
to
spot
get
on.
effort. Let's
I'd like.
reveal mine here.
Ooh.
Okay, let's look at these here.
Mine's a
Yours
little
is faint.
pale.
Let's take another look at the actual thing. Who do you think did better?
Nate is the winner.
Dang.
Yes.
Alright, it was good.
Did good. Good game, Johnny. And good show, everybody. I want to thank Hannah and Boney for coming on the show tonight and for haunting my imagination as a boy. Big thanks, as always, to the lastest crew on Earth, Viv Chappell and Johnny Fisher, and of course, introducing daughter of the show, Wes Clementine. Finn Hammond and Tyler Emsford made the music for tonight's show. Tyler is Bongo Frontier on Instagram, and Finn is Bongo Frontier 69 on Friendster.com. For more episodes of this show, go to thelastshowonEarth.org and go to wolfout.tv for some other shows. And of course, we are Wolfout TV all over this web we call worldwide, so go ahead and look us up on google.com. Thanks for watching us tonight, creeps. Remember that we're always watching you. And, as Raymond always said, and everyone loves Raymond, that's not quite the name of my show. Be excellent to each other, and good night.